Lisa, Central New York's morning show.
Yes, and in an attempt to bring you the movers and shakers of the community here in the Mohawk Valley.
That's right.
Our next guest, Tim Williams, is on the line.
A chief financial officer, if I understand correctly, of an up-and-coming major corporation.
Yes, good morning. But CFO is definitely my title, but it does not stand for Chief Financial Officer.
Yeah.
Really? What might that stand for, Tim?
It stands for Chief Flatulence Officer.
Chief Flatulence Officer.
Okay.
And the name of the company, again, the new app is?
It is iFartOn or www.ifarton.com.
I fart on.
I fart on. Well, wow.
Why?
That's an interesting concept for a budding entrepreneur.
Uh-huh. And what's your mission statement in capsule form, please?
Well, in the 20-second form, basically, gas and farting is one of the most fundamentally funny things in this world. Any culture, anywhere in the world, when you're born, you think it's funny.
Yeah.
Now, somewhere along the line, some people are taught to be offended at it, and we call them haters. But without the haters, none of this would be funny in the first place.
Oh, that's true.
So we're trying to make people embrace the humor in something that they're going to do 12 to 14 times a day anyway.
Well, you've done your research, huh?
12 to
I can answer any question
14?
you got.
Oh, man.
Is that true? 12 to 14 times a day? That can't be
But
true.
if you don't do it consciously, you are doing it at night.
Sure.
I wake myself up at night sometimes doing it.
Really?
Yeah, just whoop. I thought someone was breaking in the house.
Now, there are some people who do it quite more often than that. And, you can push it to 100 per day. Some do it 200 per day. But the average would be about 12 to 14, male or female. Doesn't make a difference. It's the same for both genders.
All right, so how are you capitalizing on this again? Explain.
Well, there's a huge market for this on the web. If you do a search for cars on the web,
There is?
there isn't much there for competition, though. But it is searched for anywhere from 72,000 to over 100,000 times per month. And then internationally, the numbers are staggering. But that's just the one form of the word. So if you do the search and see what's on there, there's nothing there. So if you go to a T-shirt website or something like that, there's literally thousands of fart T-shirts out there. So there's a market. The app for the Apple, the iFart app that came out like 7 years ago, was the #1 selling app on iPhone for several years. So there's a market for this. But
And
nobody has capitalized on it, and nobody has created a brand for farts until now.
Tim Williams from Utica on the phone with us on the Gomez and Dave and Lisa show.
So what does the app actually do?
Well, that's not our app. That was something that was developed years ago by someone else, but it just makes fart noises. I mean, even George Clooney said it's his favorite app on his phone. So it just goes to show you there's a very big market for this stuff, but nobody has done it. So from little old Utica, New York, we're going to create an empire branding a company after farts. And why not? Nobody's done it before. We're the first, and someone can try and copy it, but they won't do it as well as us. And and we think it's funny, and we actually do it. There's 3 of us in the company, and we're all pretty good at it too.
I'll tell you, I learned about this yesterday. I was in a high-level meeting, and I really mean that. We were planning a TV show that we're going to be relaunching in the fall, and I was there with some television executives and our boss, Ed Levine, and the woman, one of the women in the meeting.
A female executive.
Exactly right.
Yes.
She knew about this. She knew about your business, and she brought it up to me because she knows that, we're on the air here in Utica at 96.9 WOUR, and she said, she's sitting across the table from our boss, Ed, and she goes, when I first learned about this business, Ed, I thought immediately of you.
Nice.
I've never seen Ed beam with more pride than at that moment. Wow. So you've got something to be proud of here, Tim.
Thank you very much. And I wish I had something to share with you on the air, but I cleared my throat just a little while ago.
Clean the pipes. Wow.
Yeah, it's not like Sinatra. I don't sing well after I do that.
Okay, well then what's the next step for iFarton?
Well, the next step is actually getting more interviews, getting more press time. But the ultimate goal for our company is to eventually be on something like the Today Show with Matt Lauer, wearing a shirt that says "I fart on the Today Show," and then farting on the Today Show. I think it'd be the greatest clip in YouTube history, and I think you can pull it off.
Good
I
luck.
think that's you've set the bar mighty high, my friend.
Good luck, Tim.
I want to.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. There he goes, folks. The CFO of I Fart On, right here from
Chief Flatulence Officer.
Now you can make a shirt that says "I fart on Gomez and Dave."
We could do that. We could do that.
Not without checking with him first.
Yeah.
Classic rock.